Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch payment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio.
Good morning, dear listeners. Welcome to yet in Ibadan and in the southwest. My name is Onlineradiobox, and I'll be your host for this morning. Alright, first I'm bringing news stories or major headlines from the Daily Independent newspaper. And this first story or this first headline that comes to my attention is End Bad Governance Protest. Federal government places diaspora sponsors on watch list, freezes their accounts. Then this is also saying use of foreign flags during protests could cause capital offense. That's coming from the police. Who authorized lethal force on protesters will be held to account. Article. IGP says police military didn't use live ammunition against protesters. CSOs demand release of Lenin. Others detained by security agents. This other headline is saying customs CG assures on drastic food prices reduction. CBN OK's Providus Unity Bank's merger to avert failure. To create 1.4 million jobs, federal government must revamping Nigeria's textile industry. Over 4.6 million voters registered for upcoming Edo-Ondo polls as INEC unveils final register. Governor Abiodun advocates more farm laboratories. Nasarawa government ready to pay 70,000 naira national minimum wage. That's coming from Governor Sule. And this is also saying Umahi Lords Southeast governors for investment in road shunning protest. I apologize to my party, but I stand by my words. That's coming from Ndume. And this is saying, let's go away from that. Police official mastermind of Igbo must go protest. Lagos government assures. Rivers APC accuses Fubara of masterminding party secretariat attack. And this is saying still from Rivers State. Rivers police threatening to arrest, prosecute youths fomenting violence. Governor Dapo Abiodun's aide, Akimade, loses father. NDLEA's diving capability will discourage large cocaine shipments to Nigeria. Over 15,000 breastfeeding mothers live with HIV/AIDS in Nasarawa. That's a pity. Residents lament as criminals lay siege on Mina metropolis environs. Government must review policies that brought excruciating pain to Nigerians. That's coming from Debo Ologun Agba, who is the National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party. And then this next story is saying, away from that, Lagos State government set to engage stakeholders in the built environment, inclusive ownership, Physical Planning Commissioner visits Badagry sub-region catchment areas. And away from Lagos State, acquire waste bins for still in Lagos State, sorry. Acquire waste bins for cleaner environment. Loma boss tells Lagosians. We are committed to growing capacity of artisans in Lagos State. That's coming from the government. And this is also saying Kaduna Disco state government resolve dispute over electricity tax debts. Gender balance heralds new dawn for rural development in Akwa Ibom, Niger Delta. And then we leave that and we go to page 23, which is the healthcare page of the Daily Independent, saying funding manpower challenges crippling maternal mortality reduction efforts in Lagos State. That's coming from that's a general report. UNICEF partners IHRS Nigeria orders hands over medical oxygen plants to River State government. Oh, and then let's go to the classified arts page. Government's role is to protect citizens, not to repress. PDP member tells Tinubu. And Plateau governor urges protesters to embrace dialogue, seek way forward. Experts harp on crop modeling, data sharing, collaboration to tackle food production. Protest: Tinubu's brokers failed to address problems facing Nigerians. That's coming from Ajadi. Ajadi is a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party. Oh no, sorry, New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP. And then this next one is saying endeavor to leave good legacies, clearly counsels Nigerians. New Electricity Act, NERC transfers regulatory oversight to all your government. Wow, that's brilliant. And then let's go to the sports page of Daily Independent. Historic achievement: 3 Nigerians in Olympic long jump final. Girls in football, LSFA set to organize training mentorship program. Paris 2024, Eze vows to put in her best. Amazon begins chase for Odell Gold today. And then this is okay. Foreign sports, we say this is Atletico agree £81.5 million deal for Man City's Alvarez. PSG signed Benfica's Neves in €60 million deal. And then this is saying West Ham signed Fulkrug for €27 million. Where are they seeing this money from? Alright, let's quickly take a review or take the first paragraphs of some of the stories. Our time is fast spent, but just spare. Let's go to the front page. On the front page, this is saying Controller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Kemi Nanda, has said that the sponsors of the End Bad Governance protest in the diaspora are on watch list. They will be arrested when entering the country, noting that accounts of such individuals had been blocked. Ms. Nandab made this known on Tuesday in Abuja during a combined news conference by the heads of security agencies and service chiefs convened by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, at the Defense Headquarters. Well, but I think they failed to mention the sponsors of the End Bad Governance protest. Well, some of us know one of them. Okay, so this next one is saying to create 1.4 million jobs, federal government moves revamping Nigeria's textile industry. The federal government, in collaboration with the International Cotton Advisory Committee (ICAC), has kick-started the resuscitation of Nigeria's cotton industry. The target is to create over 1.4 million jobs annually in the cotton textile sector, while the focus is to develop key components of the cotton value chain comprising farming, weaving, gear, and linking of cotton, all in line with the industrialization drive of the present administration in Nigeria. Alright, this is saying Customs CJ assures on drastic food prices reduction. The Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adeniyi, has expressed hope that the suspension of duties and taxes of on imported food items over some time would help reduce food prices. Adeni stated that the service is dedicated to implementing the policy as outlined by the federal government. CBN OK's Providus Unity Bank's merger to avert failure. In a move to avert potential systemic risk and possible bank failure, the Central Bank of Nigeria said on Tuesday that it has granted approval for a pivotal financial accommodation to support the proposed merger between Unity Bank PLC and Providus Bank Limited. The strategic move, according to a statement by the acting director, corporate communications. Okay, you may get a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on that. Okay, leaving the first page, let's go to other pages. Governor Abiodun advocates more farm laboratories. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, on Tuesday said the establishment of farm labs or settlements across the country is the only way or the only panacea to ensure food sufficiency for the people. The governor stated that with the current situation in the country, it is time for Nigerians to embrace agriculture and what they grow and growing what they eat. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, that's coming from Governor Dapo Abiodun. Away from that, Ojeshina Obadina, Father Ero, 16 others bag honorary doctoral award on August 17. Well, Nigeria Air Saga airline operators laud judiciary for upholding justice. The airline operators of Nigeria have praised the Nigerian judiciary for upholding justice in its recent judgment regarding the purported sale of Nigeria Air to Ethiopian Airlines. The Federal High Court in Lagos declared that the actions and decisions in the sale of Nigeria Air shares Nasarawa government ready to pay 70,000 naira national minimum wage. That's Abdullahi Sule, the governor of Nasarawa State, on Tuesday expressed his administration's readiness to pay 70,000 naira national minimum wage to the deserving workers of Nasarawa State if the federal government commenced implementation. Alright. Okay, so let's go to the next page. I apologize to my party, but I stand by my word, says Ndume. Senator Ali Ndume on Tuesday apologized to the All Progressives Congress over his comments against the party and the presidency. Recall that Ndume had in an interview accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of running a solo government despite hunger across the land. He also alleged that the Tinubu government had been fenced off and caged by certain forces. Alright, that's a long read. You may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on that. Okay, let me quickly go to River State. The All Progressives Congress, APC in River State, has accused Governor Siminalayi Fubara of allegedly sponsoring the attack on its party secretariat along Port Harcourt Aba Road on Monday evening. Okay, that's also an interesting read. You may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read. And then let's go to the Metro page. Rivers police threaten to arrest, prosecute youths fomenting violence. The River State Police Command has warned that it would arrest and prosecute the protesters, any protester in the state that foments violence amidst the nationwide ongoing End Bad Governance protest in Nigeria. Okay. All right. Away from that, this is a sad one on the metro page of the Daily Independent. Over 15,000 breastfeeding mothers live with HIV/AIDS in Nasarawa. Mr. Philip Lokoko, the former state coordinator of the network of people living with HIV/AIDS, on Tuesday said over 15,000 childbearing mothers in Nasarawa state are tested positive to HIV/AIDS various health facilities in various health facilities across the state. That's a sad one. I hope God will. Okay, is this a matter of God? I doubt it. All right, so let's go to the next read. The next read is saying residents lament as criminal leakage on Mina metropolis and environs. Residents of Mina, Niger State, capital and its environs, have lamented the sudden rise in all forms of crime and criminality, including house bugging, attacks, drug addiction and trafficking, armed robbery, rape, murder, handset snatching, and armed robbery. That's also on the metro page of the Daily Independent. Okay, so and then there was a news that came to our attention at Power365 online radio that some people have been laying siege on the Ibadan to Oyo road. We call on the relevant authorities to please take a drastic step or a drastic measure to avert this kind of situation on the Ibadan to Oyo road. And then let's move away from that. This is saying Lagos State government set to engage stakeholders in the building environment. The Lagos State government, through the Lagos State Building Control Agency, has concluded plans to engage stakeholders in the built environment to deliberate on the best practices in the state. Okay. Then this is saying Physical Planning Commissioner visits Badagry. The Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Dr. Oluyinka Olumide, has visited the catchment areas of the Badagry sub-region ahead of inclusive ownership stakeholders meeting. And then moving away from that, let's quickly find the news that has to do with Oyo State, since we are here in Oyo State, and I'll wrap up with that. Okay, I'm looking for a story that's got to do with Oyo State, and in just a jiffy, I'll do that. Alright, okay, so I'm not seeing any yet. Okay, but there was a story that said that the NERC has handed over the regulatory functions of the power sector to Oyo government. That's the story I'm actually searching for, which I have not found. But probably when we get it, we would read it to you. Okay, this is a new Electricity Act. NERC transfers regulatory oversight to Oyo government. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) has granted Oyo State the authority to establish and regulate its own electricity market in compliance with the amended Constitution and Electricity Act 2023. And at this juncture, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you for staying tuned. My name is Olamide Adinji. Stay tuned for the Yoruba version of newspaper review. Latinu Wiri. Till when next you hear from me, have a good day. Goodbye.